Hi, good afternoon. Okay, so now we will continue, which is we stop at slide 18, I think. Okay, so now we are slide 14, which is cost structure. Okay, as we know before this, the cost structure for a company, first with the fixed cost, okay, and then variable costs, right? So, for the air transport, the 80% of the cost come from the variable cost, not fixed cost, okay, which is 38% attributable to flight operations, which is for the pilot, for the fuel, for the crew, okay, for the landing and navigation fees. All right, we got and then 10% for the maintenance, okay, such as the wear and tear, engine hours, parts replacement due to the flight operation. And then for the 14% is for aircraft and traffic servicing, such as the ground handling charge. Example, the loading and unloading cargo, baggage handling, passenger services for flight. And there is also uh, things like the landing cost, okay, landing costs and so on. Okay, the fixed cost is lower because usually paid by government. Government got the responsibility for the investment to build the airport. And we can see the increasing price competition creates pressure to reduce the labor cost and also to increase productivity. Uh, why uh, why got the price competition? Because of the increased number of the airline company. Okay. Fuel costs. Raising fuel costs have major impact on total operating costs. Okay. So fuel consumption is depend on type of the airplanes. Airlines turn to more fuel efficient aircraft and smaller planes on low density routes lah. Okay. So when the when the plane is smaller or lighter, it will use less fuel. All right. And next is the labor cost. Okay, such as we have pilots, flight engineers, attendants, communication personnel, mechanics, ground crew, administrative. All right. And pilot wages salary is vary depend on the plane. Okay, is it the regional or international? So for the equipment, economies of scales and densities, cost per flight hours higher for larger planes. Okay, so bigger the plane, by total higher the cost lah for the fuel, especially for engine maintenance. However, the cost per seat mile lower for large planes. Means because the plane is big, so they can provide many seats. So the cost per passenger is lower. Okay. Many passenger fare variations. Price of same seat on flight may vary depending on restriction at time of purchase. Okay, let's say you want to go to one country next year. If you buy the ticket now, it will be cheaper than you buy like 1 week before the exactly date. Okay, yield management used to increase revenues and improve capacity utilization. Okay, how we want to increase the income of the airline by improve the capacity. Means when we fly, it is at the best when the plane is full. Okay, full. All right. So load factors average 82.5%. Means that of course it's hard to make sure that we got the 100% load. Means the flight full. Okay, but at least we got 80% lah, the seat. 80% seat, so it's already okay. This for passenger. Okay, we look at the cargo pricing, which is the freight, based mainly on weight or cubic dimensions lah, the size cubic, okay, meter square. Alright. Okay, we go to the safety and security. Okay, we know that air transport has the lowest accident rates lah. If we go through the website news, okay, we can see accidents on roads like almost every day, almost every week, regarding the bus, trailer, motorcycle, but it's very rare for us to hear about air transport crash. Okay, so factors that affecting airline safety. Okay, so usually because of the security lah from the terrorism, and usually the government will make sure the security at the airport. Okay, and the security including the screening of the luggage and passenger, right? We have the custom that we have to do the screening. Okay, why we do the screening? We want to avoid things such as drug and any illegal items. Okay, illegal items. Okay, when we come to the advantages of air transport compared to other mode of transportation. First is of course the delivery speed lah, will be faster compared to other mode. Okay, a common jet mostly in the economic cruise speed of 850 to 900 kilometers per hour. Fast transport significantly shorten the transit time and the risk of goods. Okay, what does mean? Is that when the airplane is very fast, so of course it can arrive faster. And although they got transit from the spoke to the hub, from the hub to the spoke of your item, but it's still not longer time taken compared to other mode of transport. Okay, and the risk of the goods. Okay, because the time taken is shorter, so it's lower the risk. Okay, lower the risk. And then usually we try to avoid doing so many loading and unloading of your item, so we no need to really like double wrap. Okay, need to really put cost on the extra wrapping, right? So usually what kind of freight that use the air transport? First is things that prone to decay. Okay, very short expired date. Deterioration of the fresh food goods, timely seasonal price. Okay, need to arrive on that time on the season, let's say raya and so on. Seasonal nature of goods. Okay, let's say for the fruit. Okay, rescue, got flood and so on, and also emergency goods transport. Okay, reduce the risk of goods in transit so that many valuable items, precision instruments are often used in the form of air transport. Okay, so we have instruments to handle your item, because we select only several type of items, so we can be expert on how to handle the item. Rapid introduction of marketable markets to capture the market to obtain better economic benefit. What is rapid introduction to marketable product? This means that we introduce the service, because we do logistic, logistic is intangible product, which is service. So we need to always introduce new kind of service to marketable product, means to people that want to use our service. Okay, example, where we just want to move from point A to point B, but now we add more service, such as we give service for manpower, expertise to handle the product, the wrapping services, the forwarder agency that will help you to settle with the custom clearance and so on. They what we call as rapid introduction to new services. Second, the ground conditions are not affected in land regions. Okay. Air transport to use the sky of this natural channel without geographical restriction. For the harsh conditions on the grounds, inaccessible inland areas are very appropriate and beneficial to the passengers movement and trade. Okay, what this mean? This mean that, okay, let's say you use car. Okay, you use car. Of course you cannot go through a big river. You use train, you cannot go up and down the mountain. So any other mode of transportation got the challenge because of some the landmark, okay, land structure. But when we use airplane, we just can go through like that using the air condition. Number two is the airport. Okay, usually airport, we will build the airport at the lowland. Lowland, which is far from the ocean, far from the sea. No flood, no corrosion to the metal of the airplane. And then it's also side from the town where easy for people to reach the airport. That's meant by this slide. Alright. Okay, that's advantages is among the safest mode. Okay, safest mode. We talk about the fatal accidents. So it's hard to find the crash actually. One crash almost everybody die. But when we compare with other mode of transportation, the percentage is still low. Okay. And indirect effects to the safe packaging, insurance, interest, and other expenses. What is actually this one word, which is indirect cost. Indirect cost, effect of the safe packaging, insurance, interest, and other expenses. What does mean? When we provide a transportation, of course we pay to deliver the product. Okay, you want to deliver the product from point A to point B, you use the truck. How much? 100 ringgit. But there is also other price that you need to pay. Okay. So example, if for truck, you need to pay for the, let's say for the crane, for the manpower, for the warehouse where you put your inventory, or you might pay for the forwarding agents, the custom carrying and so on. So when you use the air transport, you can save at the side of the indirect cost. Example, when the goods in transit time is short, fast turnaround business inventory can be a corresponding reduction. Means that you no need to put your product for a long time at specific warehouse or in the transport. Okay, so will be less cost lah in term of the time consuming in the transport. Okay. On the one hand, beneficial to the recovery of fund and reduce interest expense, other companies can reduce the storage cost. Alright. Let's say you use a truck from Perlis to Johor. It will take like half day. But if you use flight, it will take just 1 hour. So the flight can go back like 10 times already. So they can bring many things. So of course they can charge you lower because they can do many trips in the half day. Also, because the air cargo transport safety, accuracy, cargo damage and insurance costs are lower. Okay, usually when you deliver your product using any mode of transportation, the logistic company will encourage lah um, the owner of the product to pay for the insurance. So usually when you use the air transport, the insurance will be lower because it's lower the day, the time, the day or the time consumed for the delivery compared if you use the mode of other modes such as land. So air transport packaging are so simple. You no need to do the packaging like double wrapping, container and so on. Okay, because not many hand will handle your product and it will also save in short time. So no need a very massive packaging. Okay, so you can reduce on cost for packaging. Of course, when there is advantage, there is also disadvantage. Pro and cons are everywhere. Okay, first, air transport has its own limitation. Number one, air cargo transportation costs higher than other modes of transport is not suitable for low value goods. So if your product is low value goods, such as what? Shoes, shirt, bag. Okay, no need to talk about things that very heavy lah, such as metal, stone, so on. So it's not suitable for the air transport. Air vehicles, the limited capacity of the aircraft cabin for large goods and large quantity of goods. Okay, of course you cannot send big item. Okay, big item like heavy machines. Alright. Third is the transport of goods under certain restriction, aircraft flight safety. And then there is some goods that cannot be delivered by the aircraft flight. Okay, aircraft flight. What is it? Example. Example please. Can anyone, what is the example of product that cannot be delivered by the airplane? Okay, actually I give you example. Chemicals, toxics, dangerous animals. Okay, and sometimes, okay, we look at perishable items such as flowers. Yes, some airline company can deliver perishable item such as frozen flowers. So it depends on the airline. Why? Some airline provide the refrigerator, okay, to deliver the perishable item. So you need to consult with the airlines whether they can deliver your product or not. Alright, okay. Now we go to the another section which is Rural Air Services, RAS. Okay, RAS. Okay. RAS not only in Malaysia, also in other countries. Okay, so it is a air service carried out in the interior of East Malaysia, which is like Sabah and Sarawak. Actually, it's for free. It's for free. Okay, air transport is an essential transportation mode to connect people in rural area with a part of the country lah. It is fulfill the social needs of communities living in the interior of Sabah and Sarawak. Example is in Marudi and Bario, where it takes 4 days if you use the logging trail, but it will only take 45 minutes if you use the RAS, the small plane. Okay, and the Miri Bario, if you take the 4 wheels, it will take 14 hours, but only 45 minutes by the flight. Okay, so RAS is a program by the federal government. Okay, so now run by the MAS Wing, MASWINGS, appoint the Malaysian government to do the RAS service lah. So the new agreement, which is Public Service Obligation Agreement for RAS, signed on 4th January 2019 up to this year, 2025. So the cost of the operation of RAS is fully borne by the government. Is by the government subsidies. Okay, it's by the government. Okay. So the aircraft, for now got 40 routes in Sabah and Sarawak using the ATR 72 and Twin Otter Viking aircraft. So we got port. The port we call STOL, which is Short Takeoff and Landing Airport. Short Takeoff and Landing Airport. Okay, so STOL port is an airport design for the RAS. Okay, short one. So remote landing strips carved out of the jungle with few services. Okay, example in Sabah, Kudat, Long Pasir and Semporna in Sarawak. Okay. So this is so for the performance, what must do is to make sure that they do on time performance lah, based on the schedule, and then reduce the number of flight cancellation. Last but not least is to increase the customer satisfaction. So for Malaysia, it's about 200 billion subsidy Malaysia government provide for the rural air service. Okay, and this is for the other country lah. Okay, this is the map. The map of rural air service in Sarawak. Okay, so as the contract will end this year, 2025, there will be new agreement next year, where some of the route already commercialized. Okay, already commercialized. What means by commercialized? No more subsidy. People who want to use the flight need to pay. Alright? Okay, let's do an assignments for this video, which is okay, please identify one airline. Identify one airline, and can you please list down their operation cost? Their operation cost. Okay, their operation costs in details. That's all. Thank you very much.